Good evening, friends. Welcome. I, Rajesh Asudani Raqeeb, welcome you to this episode of Through Literary Lens.
Good evening, this is Dr. Vinod Asudani.
And today, Vinodji, we are going to listen to one of your English poems from your collection Penumbra, which is the collection of English poems.
Yes.
And how many poems are there in that? I think
In this Penumbra, there are 57
57 poems. So we have selected some of the poems which we have been discussing on this series. And today, which poem are you going to recite for us? And then we will discuss about it and have a conversation with you on that.
Thank you very much, Rajesh ji. The title of the poem is Profile Update.
Profile update.
Yeah.
Seems to be a very contemporary
Yes.
poem. Yeah.
So, Profile Update.
Yeah.
In the morning, I saw your profile update. Looked enchanting in new outfit. In the morning, I saw your profile update. Looked enchanting in new outfit. Billions of profile updates every day. Part of prevailing fashion.
Yeah.
Fault lies not with you. Millions of profile updates every day. Part of prevailing fashion. Fault lies not with you. The other day, I saw you with serenity in sari. The other day, gorgeous in evening gown. The other day, in precious pearl party wear. Update after update, prettier and prettier you look. For my profile update, you need not surf Facebook. Look at my face, gaze at my heart, peep into my soul. I bet always you would find your own image. I haven't updated my profile since centuries.
Oh, wonderful, Vinodji. Really wonderful. It is a very striking poem, I should say, to begin with. When one goes along with it in the flow, I mean, it appears initially that profile updates, that it's fashionable.
Yeah, it's so this theme of the poem, profile update, resonates with the modern trend, especially among the younger, not only younger but even the older people.
Yeah, whosoever is on the social media,
they go on changing their profile every day, every couple of days,
and they call it update. As if they are catching up with somebody, something which is contemporary. And one who has not updated the profile lags behind. Somehow he or she is, living in a past era, Baba Adam ka zamana.
Exactly.
Right.
And a poet, look how he's trying to, bring out the hidden irony.
Yeah.
So what is the new in profile? Sometimes his friend, she appears in sari, sometimes in evening gown.
On the costume
changes.
And just a cosmetic change, we can call it. There's nothing really updated, right?
Yeah, only clothes change, dresses change, right? That is a profile update. Person continues to be same. His thoughts, his feelings continue to be same. His prejudices, his dreams continue to be same.
Yeah.
So that doesn't change.
Only the display picture, DP.
Yeah.
That changes.
That changes.
And they call it a profile update or profile picture update.
Yeah.
And that is an obsession. Not only the fashion, Vinodji, it has progressed to the level of obsession among the cyber users.
No, and then Rajesh, in a quite Brownian style, he says fault does not lie with you.
Yeah, fault does not lie with you. Naturally, it is the system, it's the fashion, it's the age like that. Zeitgeist, what we call the spirit of the age.
So even he does not accuse his beloved that if she changes her profile now and then. So fault does not lie with you. Here we are reminded of Andrea del Sarto.
Yeah, right? In that dramatic monologue.
Yes.
The painter, he said, okay, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
The moment he sees some, anger on her face, he apologizes. No, not like that.
Not
right?
like that.
So here again, indirectly, this is the intertextuality, right? The one poem may hint at or indicate something of the other poem or other poet. So that enriches basically the literary work.
Yeah, of course. And this also proceeds in the fashion of a dramatic monologue. The poet is addressing his beloved or his friend.
The style is dramatic monologue.
Yeah, dramatic monologue.
Yes. Because he speaks only, right?
Yeah.
Only her profile is hinted at.
Yeah.
She does not respond or participates in the conversation.
Even her reaction is not hinted at.
Yes.
But still, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah. And then he comes to the crux of the matter, right?
Yeah. If you want to see my profile,
you need not search on Facebook and social media.
Yeah.
There you will not find my profile.
Yes. Where will you find it then?
Then it is.
Yes.
Peep into the soul.
Yeah.
Gaze at the heart.
At the heart.
There you will find my profile.
And it has not changed.
And what is the profile? That is important. It is your image.
Your image. I have fixed it. That is transfixed into my personality. And my personality is the profile because it reflects. You will find your own image reflected in me. And that is perhaps the true love and true stability which is brought out by this remark.
And that profile is by your image in my heart and soul. It has not changed.
It has not.
Since centuries. So the poem brings out the contradiction between the constancy or stability of the commitment on the one hand and the fleeting world of images which is there on the screens today.
Of course, that contradiction is brought out. And another layer of this poem, Vinodji, which I can think of, is that on the one hand, when the poet says that my profile is your image, since long I have not updated it. But she or he, whatever, the friend or the beloved, he or she is updating the profile, right? He or she is updating his or her image.
Yes.
So then that is not reflected. The one image that is fixed is fixed forever. And perhaps that is the nature of love. We can call it the tragedy of love or whatever we want to call it. But as they say, once a person imagines the beloved to be like that, and then it doesn't change. Really.
And again, here there is indirect a reflection of Shakespearean sonnet. Love is not love.
Which alters when it alteration finds or bends with the remover to remove.
Yes. So since centuries, that image has remained fixed as his profile. It is not updated. And another thing, he is not gone after somebody else.
No. That's it.
That also is indicated.
The frozen image, we should call it a frozen image. But then it hints at some basic traits of the character.
Yes.
Which remain stable, which should remain stable or constant. And then only we can call it love. Otherwise it is just a fleeting attraction or just anything which can be destroyed in a moment.
Yes.
If there are some basic traits which are stable enough,
and the artistic strength of the poem, in my opinion, arises from juxtaposition of the modern trend of updating the profile and the fundamental value of love which has been there for centuries and ages with mankind.
The so-called dynamism of change, everlasting of change, but change cannot sweep away everything with it. Even like it is brought out by the profile, image changes, but the person behind that image remains the same.
Yes.
So negatively as well as positively, this poem hints at this stability, this thing, which positively it should remain basic traits. If they are same, then only the love can flourish, and negatively only the image changes, the basic person always remains the same. So there is needless obsession about the change.
Yes. So before we wind up,
again I would like to recite the poem once more.
So in the morning I saw your profile update, looked enchanting in new outfit. Millions of profile updates every day, part of prevailing fashion. Fault lies not with you. The other day I saw you with serenity in sari. The other day, gorgeous evening gown. The other day, in precious purple party wear, update after update. Prettier and prettier you look. For my profile update, you need not surf Facebook. Look at my face, gaze at my heart, peep into my soul. I bet always you would find thy own image. I haven't updated my profile since centuries.
क्या बात है विनोद जी. Thank you very much for this wonderful conversation and wonderful poem.
Thank you, Rajesh ji. Thank you very much.
Thank you.